Thank you for viewing this video on ARGUS Connector for Yardi. ARGUS Connector is an API or application programming interface that automates the transfer of top-level property and rent roll data from Yardi Voyager to your ARGUS Enterprise property models. As the value of time and data increase, we have found that clients struggle to ensure their lease-level information is regularly and accurately updated from their source of truth system into their forecast models in ARGUS Enterprise. Any inconsistencies can lead to incorrect valuations and, in turn, incorrect figures being reported both internally and externally. This process can also be slowed down when different users access unconnected systems and datasets. The automated process offered by the ARGUS connector eliminates manual entry errors and therefore maintains data accuracy and validity. Additionally, it allows for a consistent and up-to-date flow of information from Yardi Voyager to ARGUS Enterprise to enable timely modeling and reporting. Before demonstrating how effortlessly you can move your data with the ARGUS connector, let's discuss which items can be updated in ARGUS Enterprise from Yardi Voyager. In version 1 of the connector, the property data points available for transfer are external ID, name, address, building size, property type, and analysis start date. The commercial lease data points available to be updated are lease ID, tenant name, suite, start date, expiration date, area, lease type, current rent, rent steps, free rent, and upon expiration. To launch ARGUS Connector, open the ARGUS Cloud portal and navigate from the main data page to the Applications tab. When the connector interface opens, you will see three options. Import Job Status shows the list of import jobs launched through the tool and displays the status of each import to ARGUS Enterprise. You may see jobs that are in progress, have been completed, completed with errors, or aborted. An administrative user will see the job status for every import job for the organization, whereas an analyst user will only see the jobs that they initiated. The comparison report allows users to compare the data that is in Yardi Voyager to the data within ARGUS Enterprise. To view the report, select a portfolio, scenario, and assets from your AE database to compare to the source database. Once run, the report conveniently identifies differences at both property and lease levels. Rows with matched property or lease data display a green left border. AE data without a Yardi match will display a gray left border, and Yardi data without an AE match will display a blue left border. Any differences will be highlighted in yellow along with a data warning icon, which is key to quickly identifying differences prior to kicking off an import job. By viewing only the differences, an analyst can easily recognize any areas where an import of data may not be required. Back on the ARGUS Connector launch page, choosing Start Import Wizard will initiate the one-way data flow between your systems. The import process is straightforward and takes you through a 5-step import wizard. To begin, you can give the import job a name. Imported by and the date and time fields will be automatically completed. The Notes area allows you to capture any commentary that is important for this import job, and any notes entered will display in the job status screen. Next, we'll choose the ARGUS Enterprise portfolio and scenario where we want to import the property data, and then we'll select the properties to update in AE. It is also possible to add properties that don't yet exist in ARGUS Enterprise. In this step, we will see a list of properties that currently only exist in Yardi and, if selected, will be created in AE. Then a mapping process occurs, which uses the external ID from ARGUS Enterprise and the property ID from Yardi Voyager. This screen will display matched status for properties that exist in both systems, unmatched for properties that only exist in AE or can't be found in Yardi, and new for properties that don't yet exist in AE but will be created through this import job. New properties will be imported to an AE template, which will need to be configured in the AE system prior to the kickoff of the import job. Not only will this step let us review our property mappings, but we can also edit them. Here you can group properties, edit lease information, mark existing AE leases for deletion, and/or decline to import whole leases or portions of leases from new incoming Yardi properties. For example, if an analyst knows a tenant is vacating and this information has already been updated in ARGUS Enterprise, they wouldn't want the Yardi data to overwrite what's in AE. Looking at a specific property's leases, you'll see anything unmatched will be highlighted. At the lease level, lease ID will be used as the first form of matching. If no lease ID exists, then mapping will look at suite, lease start, and expiry dates. Leases within AE that should not be updated can easily be identified with a tenant classification, so a grayed out lease card within the connector indicates a lease that will not be updated. You may need to map many properties in Yardi to just one in ARGUS Enterprise, or you may need to map one property in Yardi to many in AE. Ellipsis options allow us to select the many source properties from a list, and selecting the bookmark on the right indicates the one property that the data will be mapped to. For example, we could see a business park that is broken out into many properties in Yardi but consolidated into one property in AE, so we can map many to one. The Bulk Actions button lets you map one property in Yardi to many in ARGUS Enterprise and assign which leases will go into which properties in AE. Finally, the Import Wizard presents a summary of data that will be imported before the import job begins with the click of the Import button. Remember that you can check the status of your import in the Import Job Status option. As you've been able to see, ARGUS Connector bypasses the need for upfront API integration development work and significantly accelerates fully integrated connectivity between platforms, automating the flow of basic lease and property data from Yardi Voyager to cloud-enabled AE. Thank you for viewing this short demonstration. For more information about ARGUS Connector, please contact your account manager.